Hello, welcome to the video, guys. Today I'll show you how to build this automatic sugarcane cropping machine. It can do bamboo as well, but I usually build something like this like above my guardian farm or something like that, so when I AFK near that, it can get me a lot of sugarcane. So it's a very simple design. Basically, it's a flying machine on a time. So every 3-4 stacks worth of time goes by, it will relaunch itself and stack everything up. As you can see, we got a bit of time in there. Collection is very simple, very easy. There's room down there to expand if you do change it to bamboo and wanted smokers and stuff like that. This is the skin and bones of it, basically. I've broken it up so you can see. We've got a silent whisperer fly machine. We've got an etho hopper clock that obviously once these together start everything off. The collection system is 7 of these modules, so yeah, basically they'd be the most basic of collection systems. Throw them in and it'll just drop it off and send it on its way again, so nothing fancy here. This farm is built in 2 chunks. So you may need to get a chunk border pack. It will be link in description. But yeah, I think I've talked enough. So you're going to want to find 2 chunks facing east to west. And mark out the corners. Go up 6 blocks in each corner. You want to mark out the 2 chunks, remember. So east to west. Once you've done this, we want to connect the blocks. Once you've got to this stage, we want to come to the 5th block in and just go straight across, leaving this 3 block gap. Do it both sides. So you got this across here. Oh. Come inside of the inner square and come down a block, come down another and go in. So we've got this 1 block gap in the inner square. We want to fill up this entire floor with solid blocks, so let's do that now. Right, once you've got this stage, you want to come under and find the 2nd block in and build a 2 high wall. This will come in handy if you do plan to change it to bamboo and put smokers and extra furnaces and whatever in there. There's a little bit of leeway down here, so build a 2 high wall. Put some chests on top of that. On top of these, we'll have to put some hoppers. Right, and for the rail, we want to go 7 blocks in from this corner. So this block we'll nick out and go straight across. Put our redstone in. Do it again, another 7 blocks, put another redstone in. So a line of redstone blocks. Right, come to the back of the contraption and put a solid block up here. That'll cause the minecarts to bounce back. It's quite important. Now onto the rails. You want to come to the 2nd hopper in, put 2 powered rails there, 2 normal rails, and then continue to go on your power. If you use like a normal rail here, you can bend it back on itself and put it into this block here so it stops and comes back. If your tracks link like this, then just remove a block, extend the rail and just put your rail back. But if you've built this east to west, you will have no problem with the rails. It's just in this tutorial I done it backwards. So yeah, complete the rails. Like I said, don't forget every second rail, like second set, you need to put these 2 normal rails in. So that's just for the release system, the unloading system. So make sure they're done right. Come to the back, and you kind of want to block these blocks off because you may have extended the track to try and get the rails in. But from the second one in, where we put the normal rails and they're dead, we want to put a block behind every single one of them. So as you can see, it's a block, miss a block all the way to the end. Now's a good chance that you can put on your rails, your minecarts on the rails. And we want to cover this, not cover, but do this cross stitch pattern in the dirt. So go across, missing one, and then go through it. So yeah, once you've done that, it should look something like this. Right, put bottom half slabs in the holes. This might take a while, but it's definitely worth doing. Waterlog this block. Do not waterlog the actual slab. We don't want water coming down here. So instead of actually touching on the slab itself, just touch on the side of the block there. Fill these up with water sources, and we get back to it. Right, once you got this, we want to get some comparators coming out of them blocks. So under here, every second one, again, like we say, like we've been doing the rails, so every second one we want to do a block from down here and with a comparator on the back. Continue to do this along the line until you've finished. Right, so we want to put a block up in front of these. So if we just do that, block out and put a front across. We want to get some repeaters and put them on the block, obviously corresponding above. That's great. And we want to come up another block again. So if you build up like this and then come across, knock that out, go straight across with this line of blocks. We want to put our redstone torches under the right cell. So the second block in, this one, fourth, and so on and so on. This should send your minecarts going. So obviously they're inactive, they're going. We can go up. As soon as anything will crop on here or get dropped on here, they get picked up. Lovely. And obviously go in the system down there. Now you kind of want to put your sugarcane on now, because why not? Get it growing. So do as much as you can. It may grow and you might need to do more, I don't know. But yeah, now's the time to put your sugarcane down. Once that's done, we can go around the outside of the whole build with leaves. So just put a one high wall around here, and obviously fill in these edge bits at the end. Right, once you've got this, we're starting with a flying machine now. So basically come across 7 blocks, slime blocks. Put an observer looking out with a sticky piston looking in. A slime block there. We want a glazed terracotta. We want a piston looking at that. Another glazed terracotta behind that. And a bit of obsidian here. We need to knock these 5 blocks out and put solid blocks there. Here we have a repeater on 2 ticks. We have a repeater on 4 ticks here. Repeater on 4 ticks here. Bit of redstone dust and knock this block out. Knock the bottom block out and put an observer there. A block on top. This will give us access to set it from the bottom. Well, just fill this up to the end of the line here. So I think there's 8 blocks. Put a slime there, glazed terracotta there, sticky piston here. We want to face a bit of obsidian 2 blocks out, and then have an observer facing that. This is actually your flying machine done. So to make it easier to line stuff up, if you want to put a couple of lines of leaves up the sides, that might help. Or another little trick is if you go to the other end and give it like a little eye up, you can see the observer. So this piston here is going to push this lot over, so the observer's in this spot. So if you follow this line all the way up, that's where you want your obsidian. So stop. We're going to put an observer facing that with a block behind it. We're going to put a solid block there, solid block there, and we're going to lift up to here, so there's this kind of shape. We're going to put a normal piston at the front here. We're going to put a bit of redstone here, and we're going to put a repeater on 4 ticks. And that is your return station done. So basically your farm is done. Obviously we can set this off with a little button push and watch it fly off. It should hit that piston and return itself. Once you know it's all working and it's going to hit this obsidian block and stop, we can add the timer in. So obviously it can do it on its own. Put some leaves over the top, leaving 1 block gap. So obviously if any sugarcane gets kind of catapulted this way, it's got more of a chance of landing inside the square. You can go on top of this, leaves won't stick to your slime blocks. Now if you come under, make a block and then under that, so the observer would be looking at that block really once we put some redstone. This will be a 6x4 platform. I do build a 5x4 but extend it, so build a 6x4 platform, and this is obviously going to be an etho hopper clock, so links in description. You want 2 hoppers facing each other, obviously. We need comparators coming out of them, going into a block. Put a bit of redstone on top of each one of these. Sticky piston, and then a redstone block just on one side. To set this, I'd put 3 stacks of items in, just so I've got to set it up and I don't want the machine coming. So that will trigger it as soon as we put some redstone under this observer. Okay, so let's remove the button. It's triggered, so we got that much time to play around with this. So put some redstone dust under there, that will obviously trigger that. But with the flying machine gone, it won't cause any problems. Wire it up like this, so as soon as your flying machine will return, you should have some time left before it kicks in action again. That's why I put 3 stacks in there. But yeah, basically that is it. Let's have a look how many seconds we got. So yeah, soon, one more stack, that'll launch itself. You can turn this contraption off on the extended piston, just put a lever, and you might want to just put some leaves around the build just to help clear it up. But that is it basically. Everything will come down here. Obviously we haven't got much at the moment, but that is it. Hope you liked the video, guys. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.